One question or situation I like to pose for my team or even take into consideration myself when I'm wanting to revamp my business is, let's say your friend just said, I found the best consultant. Well, when you do business with that consultant, what do they do? And if it is financially and time positive for you, can you work that into your business? What's up, doers? Welcome back. Today we're talking about putting a system in place to best serve your customers. Now, if I were to ask your customers how they find out about new products or collections or just general information about your business or even you, what would they say? Would they say Facebook, your business page, maybe a customer support group, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, text messages, emails, smoke signals? But you get my drift, right? There are a ton of different ways that your customers could potentially get information from you, which also kind of makes it a little overwhelming for them, which means it also is overwhelming for you. So my best advice is to find one or two ways that you're the most comfortable with and that you can stay consistent with, and then stay consistent with it. Now, for some of you, that might mean a Facebook group and text marketing, while others, it might be YouTube and emails. The main thing is just ensure your customers know where they need to go to get their information. One thing I like to do is send weekly emails to my customers. We normally get our product information and launch updates on Thursdays, so I send mine out every single Friday. I literally block that time on my calendar to take care of this. I personally love Flodesk because I think their interface is just simple and gorgeous, and they have unlimited everything. But with that said, I got in when Flodesk was 50% off. So if it's out of your budget, there are a ton of other free alternatives like Get Another Mail Merge or Yam that utilize your Gmail. Now, one perk of sending an email like this weekly is that I can easily duplicate it, take out my links, and then send it to my team. So I'm also touching base with them on a weekly basis outside of our team support group. So outside of the obvious text and email marketing, another way that you can show up for your customers is through snail mail. Nowadays, majority of mail is bills, so being a bright spot in an otherwise dark one is going to set you apart. And if you know me, postcards are my favorite, and I like to focus on what's happening in that month, but be sure to put your face on them and a QR code so that way they have an easy way to grab what you're featuring. These can either be used as your main thank you or a supplemental touch point. Now, if you want more information about how I physically make and print my own postcards, I'll put those links down below. Now, we can't not mention follow-up when we're talking about serving our customers, right? I know some of you are starting to sweat. A lot of times people are scared or nervous to follow up, thinking they're going to be bugging their customers or being pushy or salesy. To that, I say, you got to change your mindset. Follow-up is about service, not sales. You are following up on a past sale, not asking them to buy again. So think about it this way. Let's say your nail tech messaged you a few days afterwards just to make sure that you like the color and the length is good. Or maybe your hairstylist is contacting you just to make sure that you can style your new cut. They're not asking you to book another appointment. They're just making sure you're loving the final product. Now, another thing that makes follow-up really easy for me is I have everything programmed in Project Broadcast as a campaign. So once an order is delivered, I add them to that campaign and it sends out a delivery text and another one at 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and a year. And if they order again, I just take them out and I add them back to the beginning. And yes, I normally change up my verbiage every single month so that way people who order every single month aren't getting that same message over and over again. But it's like that saying, you just set it and forget it. And if you've never tried Project Broadcast before and you would like to, I'll have a link in the description so you can get 500 credits for free. Now, how many times do you need an important piece of information, maybe a customer's address or their phone number or what they ordered, so you can do that follow-up, but your back office is down? Maybe it's under maintenance or down for a product launch queue. It's important to keep all of the important information that you need to run your business on your own terms outside of your back office. And heaven forbid, and I'm not fear-mongering here, I've seen it happen all too often when companies decide to close their doors and not let their consultants back in. Your brain cannot remember all of your customers, including your team, so export them out. Now, with that being said, you need to ensure that you are entering accurate data. How many times have you put in an order and you didn't put in their phone number, or maybe you bulked it together with someone else's, or maybe you're having it shipped to your address, you leave their address off. If you do use the native reports, or maybe you have it synced to a third-party app, those are not going to be accurate for you. One thing I love about my spreadsheet is I can enter anything and it's completely searchable. You know, I have customers who love or missed out on a specific product. So if those products come back or end up in clearance, I can easily search for them to keep them updated. I also have my customers sectioned out by the collections that they purchase. So the next time something else in that line launches, I can quickly shoot them a text. But I want you to really consider that question that I mentioned at the beginning. You know, my consultant has the best group. Well, what do they do? My consultant has the best Happy Mail. What do they send? My consultant has the best, insert whatever. What do they do? Then try to implement those things in your business. And even in that same vein, right? If I was the best version of myself, what would the best version of myself do for my customers? I think that's one of my favorite questions. What would the best version of myself do in this situation? So if you had some aha moments, or this got you thinking about how you can level up any piece of your customer service game, take a screenshot, share it in your stories, and be sure to tag me and tell me what that takeaway was. And while you're waiting for next week's video, definitely check out these other two over here. If you liked this video, be sure to share with your business bestie, because I'm sure they want to see it too. And if you want to see more videos like this on this specific topic, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notification when the next video drops. Bye, doers.